Oh, like I said, man, that's a big dude. You know what I mean? He ain't even at 168. You know, when you look
Right,
at
not now. That 175.
he probably can't even make 168 no more. But when you look at these fights, you know, especially
Like I said, I don't want no handouts either. I want to, earn my spots everywhere I go, even at 175. But, I see that weight class. I want to become champion at 175, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah, that's a tough fight. I don't know if Bud can overcome that. That's different. That's a lot. That's a lot to overcome. Height, reach, the speed of Benavidez coming downhill, the stamina, because this a guy that does get stronger as the fight goes also. So some of the advantages he had over Canelo, he wouldn't have at Benavidez. I think it will be a question if Benavidez can make the weight.
But yeah, I mean, if the fight comes up, the opportunity comes up, I would love that fight.
So you're saying 160 versus Crawford, you do?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right after taking down Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford wasted no time clapping back at David Benavidez, calling out whether he can even make 168. And ever since that moment, the boxing world hasn't stopped buzzing. After defeating Canelo, Crawford sat down with Stephen A. Smith to talk about what could be next in his career. When Smith brought up Benavidez as a possible opponent, Crawford didn't hold back. His response instantly lit up social media and had analysts breaking it down from every angle. With just one sharp remark, he questioned whether Benavidez could realistically hit the super middleweight limit, suggesting that all this hype around their potential showdown might not mean much at all.
But if you were at 168, when we think about anybody at 168 outside of Canelo, the first name that comes to anybody's mind is David Benavidez. What about the potential for a fight like that?
oh, like I said, man, that's a big dude. You know what I mean? He ain't even at 168. You know, when you look
Right, not now. At 175, yeah.
he probably can't even make 168 no more. But when you look at these fights, you know, especially coming up, you gotta be realistic. You gotta, say, all right, how big is this dude really is? Because David Benavidez, he can fight his ass off, and I told him that a long time. I told him that when, before I fought his brother. I said, man, dude, you can fight, dude. You're gonna do big things.
Crawford's fiery comment threw gasoline on an already heated debate about who he should face next. Among the people weighing in were Henry Cejudo and Kamaru Usman, two respected MMA stars who follow boxing closely. Both men agreed on one key point: they believe Benavidez can make 168, and that a fight between him and Crawford would finally prove who the real top dog is. To them, the issue isn't the weight. It's about two major names settling the argument for good. Fans, they said, don't want excuses, they want champions fighting champions.
Hear me out here, Kamaru. Terence Crawford versus the Mexican monster, David Benavidez.
I knew it was coming.
He was the mandatory for Canelo.
Oh my God. Relax.
What's up? The scariest guy in the division.
He's not in the division.
He said he could still make 168 pounds. Dude. The reason why he went up because nobody wants to fight him.
That's a big dude. And to be honest, Terence Crawford's 37 years old.
It's about merit. Could I get to the generational talent, as he said, with Manny Pacquiao? He's an 8-division world champ.
If it ain't no big name, Terence, do what you do, bro.
While the arguments kept swirling online, Crawford addressed his critics directly during his post-fight press conference. He reminded everyone how often he's been doubted, how many times people said he wasn't that guy, and how those same critics were now silent after watching him dismantle Canelo. With confidence and a hint of satisfaction, Crawford asked what more anyone could possibly say now. It was a statement of dominance, a reminder that the entire boxing landscape had shifted after his historic win.
You hear that? Which do you think means the most?
All of it. It all goes hand in hand.
Can you describe what it all means to you to have, you just made like a whole resume of stuff tonight.
It means a lot to me because, anybody can be a nobody, like I said, and that's all they say I've been fighting is nobodies. So what can they say now? Somebody tell me, what can you say now?
You can say congratulations.
That's it. What can you say?
Still, Benavidez wasn't about to stay quiet. He pushed back on Crawford's jab about not making 168, arguing that weight isn't the issue, division is. From his point of view, Crawford has no right questioning him when they're not even fighting in the same weight class. Benavidez sees himself as a natural 175-pound fighter with his own goals and plans. To him, Crawford's comments were more noise than anything serious, a distraction rather than a real critique of his ability.
Nah, I wouldn't fight Crawford. I'm at 175.
Despite what he said publicly, many observers began wondering whether Benavidez might actually be steering away from a fight with Crawford. While Crawford's team suggested Benavidez struggles with weight, Benavidez seemed to be focusing his attention on other names. Reports surfaced that he was already looking at Dimitri Bivol, another dangerous fighter in the higher divisions. That led to the big question: is Benavidez avoiding Crawford, or is he just aiming for opponents who line up better with his long-term career plans?
You know what I mean? This was a tough fight. You know, the top WBC, the top people ranked at WBC are fighting each other. So I mean, it should be an easy call. If I can't get those fights, then I'll go up to fight Bivol, or I'll go try to, I set my conquest on 175. Like I said, I don't want no handouts either. I want to, earn my spots everywhere I go, even at 175. But, I see that weight class. I want to become champion at 175, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Meanwhile, talk of a Crawford-Benavidez showdown kept building behind the scenes. Coach Breadman, a respected voice in boxing, revealed that the interest in this fight is very real. According to him, Al Haymon has shown strong interest in making it happen, a sign that the people who truly move the sport might be pushing this matchup forward. That information only intensified the hype, because when someone at that level gets involved, fights can go from speculation to reality fast.
Even though he hasn't been at 60, there's no big names at 60. 68, maybe the Benavidez fight. That's a tough fight for Bud. I ain't gonna lie, that's a tough fight. Benavidez ain't no joke. Yeah, that's a tough fight. I don't know if Bud can overcome that. That's different. That's a lot. That's a lot to overcome. Height, reach, the speed of Benavidez coming downhill, the stamina. Because this a guy that does get stronger as the fight goes also. So some of the advantages he had over Canelo, he wouldn't have if Benavidez. I think it will be a question if Benavidez can make the weight. I know he's been there 75 recently.
As rumors heated up, David Benavidez's father and trainer, Jose Benavidez Sr., jumped in with his own take. While he acknowledged Crawford's greatness and praised what he did against Canelo, he quickly shifted into warning mode. He said that beating Canelo is one thing, but facing David would be a completely different experience. He described his son as a powerful puncher and made it clear that Crawford would be standing across from a genuine Mexican monster. According to him, the outcome would be nothing like what fans just witnessed. His comments were part fatherly protection, part promotion, painting David as the true danger of the division.
I think David's too big for Terence Crawford. I think Terence Crawford will be like 38 years old, I mean, it will not be the same as Canelo, man. We know David comes in and throws a lot of punches and put the pressure. And no disrespect to Terence Crawford, he's the best pound for pound. He's in the books to do history. He did something that nobody could do. But at the end of the day, we're talking about the Mexican monster, David's young, strong, super big for Terence Crawford. And even Terence Crawford said that Kavalaskis or whatever.
On the opposite side, Crawford's longtime trainer, Bomac, shut down the idea of a Benavidez fight entirely. While others were entertaining the growing hype, Bomac dismissed it, stressing that the team had its own path and realistic options to focus on. His message made it clear that the Crawford camp wasn't going to let outside noise or public pressure steer them away from their plan. For him, staying focused mattered more than chasing headlines.
Canelo.
Turkey dropped.
People
Turkey,
are talking about it.
Turkey hinted at that. He was like Benavidez.
Yeah, he
Turkey.
Did.
So
Turkey just posted that this morning, wondering if Benavidez can make 168. Maybe he has plans or ideas of maybe trying to match up Benavidez and Terence Crawford. No. Maybe planning on vacating the belts.
No, we ain't gonna vacate the belts. We just gonna sit where we need to sit for a minute, and then, just like I said, get back in the gym and do our thing.
Honest.
He don't want to.
In the middle of all this back and forth, another fighter entered the conversation, Virgil Ortiz. Not only did he give his opinion, but he also called out Crawford directly. Ortiz said he'd be more than willing to get in the ring with him, but only at 160 pounds. To Ortiz, that wouldn't be a problem, and he'd happily test himself against the pound-for-pound king. He positioned himself as ready to step up while others were still stuck in negotiations.
But yeah, I mean, if the fight comes up, the opportunity comes up, I would love that fight.
So you're saying 160 versus Crawford, you do it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Even if it's right now like at 154, like let's say he says, you know what, I want you to jump up to 160.
Why not? I mean, I feel like I'm a big 154 as it is, you know? I mean, I was a big 140. I was a 140, a big 140, a big 147, a big 154. I think 160, I've always said I'd go to 160 eventually. So
Gotcha.
Ortiz didn't stop there. When asked if he believed Benavidez could actually make 168, he shut the idea down completely. He said there was almost no chance Benavidez could cut down to that weight at this point in his career. In Ortiz's view, the super middleweight limit would be far too tough for him to hit. With those comments, Ortiz not only questioned Benavidez's discipline but also cast more doubt on the fight fans have been hoping for. His take echoed Crawford's original criticism, but added even more weight coming from another fighter's perspective.
I mean, I don't know if David can make the weight anymore. I mean, it's one thing to want to go down, but are you still able to? So I don't know. Would it entice him? Maybe, but that doesn't mean that he can do it, you know? I mean, he's been at 168 for a while.
All these opinions, reactions, and predictions have given fans plenty to debate. Crawford has already cemented himself as one of the greatest fighters of this era, a man who silenced critics by defeating Canelo and pulling off a historic achievement very few boxers can claim. But even with that fresh in everyone's mind, the focus has quickly shifted to what comes next. The conversation grows louder every day, with every interview and article circling back to the same question: who will Crawford face next? And will Benavidez be the one to step up?
Oh, Crawford and Benavidez.
He said he wanted if Benavidez to make 168.
We just talked to Bomac and he was like, nah, we don't want to do that.
I just think Benavidez, he's like what, 6'5", 6 something like that. He's a big dude, bro. Yeah. He's a big dude, man. So I just who knows? Now you got fight announcements now. They got, you know, Rey Mysterio fighting Andrew Tate and I don't know, just crazy stuff. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
Benavidez remains both a potential rival and a major question mark. His weight, his focus, and his intentions are all under scrutiny. Analysts, fighters, and even members of his own family have spoken out, but no one can definitively say whether this fight will actually happen. What is clear is that the tension between these two names has injected new life into the sports debates. The drama isn't just about Crawford's greatness or Benavidez's potential, it's about whether their paths are destined to collide inside the ring.
Care about fighting Benavidez. That's just Turkey trying to pull rank. Turkey trying to show he got a golden arm. You know what I mean?
I understand that Turkey likes to make these big grand events, but there's a boxing aspect to the shit too. Like, some stuff gotta make boxing sense. Bringing the dude down that's been comfortable at 75, bringing him back down to 68, and then having him fight a dude that just jumped 3 weight classes in 2 fights and started his career off at 35.
Right.
Like, no.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. There's no point. Like I said, Bud needs to just go get line of suits.
From Al Heyman's behind-the-scenes interest to Ortiz's unexpected call-out, the situation gets more complex every day. Crawford's critics have been silenced, yet new challengers keep stepping forward. Benavidez's father continues to issue warnings, while trainers like Bomac and fighters like Ortiz push the storyline in new directions. As always, boxing thrives on these twists, turns, and rivalries.
Would you ever entertain a fight with David Benavidez?
You gotta understand.
I gotta ask you, bro, because I can't, you know?
My thing is, Benavidez is a big dude. Not to say I won't fight him. I fought his brother. His brother was big when I fought him. The only reason why I entertain Canelo is because he's not a big dude. He might be thick, but he's not a big dude. Benavidez is like 6 foot something. Then he gonna come in 190, 200 probably. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. Like, that's a big dude.
And he's skilled.
I might as well go to heavyweight if I fight Benavidez.
And so the biggest question remains, will Crawford and Benavidez ever meet in the ring? Or will this rivalry end up as another what if in boxing history? Fans, analysts, and promoters all want answers. What's certain is that the drama is nowhere near finished. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay updated on every call-out, controversy, and potential showdown, be sure to like the video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Ring Rivalry, where the fight night drama never stops.